All right. So now that we kind of got our brains thinking about those tape diagrams, I'm going to show you how we change this idea of tape diagrams to getting into arrays. So we're first going to start with represent 3 plus 2 as a tape diagram. There's two different ways I can do that. I could go 1, 2, 3, label that 3, and 1, 2, label that as 2, and then my total up here could be 5. So I could do that. That's easy. I could also make it even simpler and go 3, label that, 2, label that, and label that 5 as well. So really, I can label those either way, whatever you prefer. But what if I wanted to make a tape diagram of x plus 2? So x plus 2, well, x is just going to be one of our numbers. I'm just going to label this x. And then plus 2, it's going to be those same things. So at 1, that doesn't need a number in it. Just ignore that. Doesn't need a number. 1, 2. So you can always draw these on Google Jamboard. That could be what you like, and that's all right. But we also have this virtual manipulatives, which are our algebra tiles. And I find these a little easier because they're already kind of drawn out for you and they're going to look more uniform. So I could do my x, and they have an x already for me. Plus 2, I could grab a 1 and a 1. And so that could be my tape diagram for x plus 2. Um, Whatever you prefer. I know personally these are a little cleaner and easy to use. You guys sometimes don't like using Jamboard because it's hard to draw with your keypad. This will help that. So use this if you want. But what if if I have just normal numbers, no x's, no variables, it's a little harder to use these because I don't want to write out 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to put 5 of these out there. So that's just my opinion. You can do it however you want. But I am going to show you my next problem. And so my next problem is draw a rectangular array for 3 times 3 plus 2. And so this is where we're going to transition from just tape diagrams to rectangular arrays. And so what I'm going to start with, you guys, is I'm going to do one of my 3 times 2's. So I'm going to have a 3 and a 2. I could split that up. Why don't I do that? I'll split that up. And so that's one of them. And I have a 3. I have a 2. Sorry, those are really ugly. But I need 3 of them. So I'm going to stack it up by 3. And that's where you get that rectangular array. So I could break this apart into 3 times 3 and 3 times 2, however you wanted to do it, to kind of see it better. But again, then if we're doing with variables, what if I had 3x plus 2? So I already have an x plus 2. Now I'm going to make 3 stacks of that. So 1, 2, 3, but I gotta add these in here too. So this is where it's kind of nice to use the algebra tiles because it changes the color and you can break it apart and see a little better what you're dealing with. And that shows that it's my 3 and my x plus 2. So exact same thing there. Um, what would I guess is my area for right here? Well, my area 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So I can estimate areas. This area would be just 3x. So it really helps you visualize what areas could be. And so now, like, my total area is 3x plus 6. It's the same as distributing, but it gives you a little bit better of a visual. So I'm going to have you guys try one for yourselves and see how it goes.